Yep. Alright guys, another day, another vlog. Welcome back to Stuck on an Island. I'm stuck with you guys and we are always smiling. If you guys look somewhere up there, you see like a gray thing. Yeah, that's somebody's shirt, and that's just a way people tell you that, yo, they're taking a shower around there. So yeah, that's a vibe, or maybe washing some clothes. So yeah, in today's video, I think the first thing we're going to be doing is going to be doing the whole fried chicken. I did see this maybe 2 years ago on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Facebook at first. I wanted to try it. So I'm going to be doing that. And also I'm going to be doing rice and peas. You know, Jamaica, rice and peas is like a very big thing. Some other countries call it rice and beans, whatever the case is, they separate it. It's kind of weird for us, but yeah, that's going to be the whole vibe today. Mocha's going to be my assistant chef, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so a few people in Jamaica do have an issue doing rice and peas, because there are two different styles that they try to accomplish. The first one would be the shelly rice. The shelly rice is the type of rice where, you know, the rice grains are a little bit more separate, it's a little bit drier, and for that technique I believe you would what would you do? You pretty much would use less water. So instead of using a boiling technique which uses a lot of water, you would use less water and use steaming, right? Now to help that also, you could add stuff like, you know, a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil to help with the rice separation. And the next one is, I don't know, soft rice. Like the rice is very soft, it's a little bit more together, like almost like those Chinese sushi rice where you can hold it together and make a ball, kind of. That kind of takes consistency. Instead of using a steaming method, you probably use more of a boiling method, pretty much, where, you know, you use a lot more water and so on. But there are many other issues with the rice that you have to consider. For example, the type of rice that you're using. Some rice, it needs less water, like the rice I'm going to be using today, which is basmati. And like you have the bulk or parboiled rice, which might need more or whatever. So my advice is just to quickly, you know, test the rice first, you know, see how your rice reacts, and then, you know, definitely give it a shot. So let's see how mine comes out today. Maybe it's gonna come out shelly, it's gonna come out kind of soft. I don't really care. For me, I eat any one of them, but I'd prefer maybe shelly. So let's try to go for the shelly rice today. Alright, so let's just add the rice. This rice that I'm using is actually from the what? In a red, it's normally in a red packaging. I just pour this out in this bag. With this rice, I know in Jamaica people always wash the rice, but you don't wash this one because they said it has minerals on it, so I won't be washing it. So yeah, there goes the rice. I think I might just add a little bit more, because this rice, as I said before, you have to know the characteristics of your rice, and this one doesn't really swell a lot like the ones that you find in bulk packages. So this much rice, and I won't wash it. I'm just gonna add some water to it. As much as I'm beside the river, I won't use river water because, you know, people use it as well. So I just won't use it for washing. How I was taught to know how much water you need is if when you put your finger in it, there should be an inch, meaning there should be about this of your finger, the first knob, above the water. Me personally, what I think, it's better to start out with less water than too much, because when it's too much water and it gets soggy, you can't correct it. But if it's too dry, you can always correct it by just adding a bit of water. So that's the simple part. You know what, a matter of fact, I think I made a mistake there. If you want to get your rice and peas really rich, you're trying to use as much how can I say, as much coconut milk as you can. So if you can use it all coconut milk all the way through, then it's going to give you a really rich one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw off a little bit of this, just a little bit, and then I am going to add coconut milk to it. I also have peas already. That would be good. So after gratering yesterday, as you guys remember, I do have some coconut milk, so it's gonna make my life easier. Alright, so that much coconut milk there should be good. Now, because I don't have a pressure cooker down here, it's going to take too long to actually cook out peas. What I did, I pre-pressured some rice and peas, put it in the fridge. Now, some persons will complain if their rice and peas isn't red. The reason why the rice and peas is red is because of the red from the water here. Of course, I have too much water, sir. I'm not going to really try to get too much of that red. I'm just going to focus on just getting out the peas, and I'll be good. If you don't know, pressuring the peas is just using a pressure cooker where you would add salt in there, thyme, scallion, garlic, whatever seasoning you want. So the peas itself right now is so full of flavor. Yeah. And what I did, I cooked it like 3/4 way, so it's not fully cooked as yet. It's still a bit tough. But yeah. I think I have too much peas, so I don't need to throw everything out in here. I can use it for another day at home or something. Some people will also say to you, oh, yo, I make peas and rice, which means it's more peas than rice. So you just have to, you know, be careful of how much you put in there. And yeah. For me, it doesn't matter. Not too much peas though, not too much rice. I mean, good proportioning. All right, so if I do find that my rice dries out a little bit too much, I'll use this water here. You know, give it some red color, like what people like, and so on. All right, now here comes the tricky part. The rice is all about the heat. How much heat? Not too much. If it's too much, it's gonna burn it. And this fire now just voluntarily decided to get really high, so I need to level this off a bit. Yo, my pot is too small. Anyway, I got an adjustable stove. No worries. There we go. Should be good. Yeah. So this setting means small pot, back here big pot. All right. I'll level it off later. Alright, season it to have I barely crushed the pepper, got some thyme, crush a bit of garlic and butter and some pimento berries somewhere underneath there. You guys know, yo, what butter I'm using? Yo, if you're a real Jamaican, you must know what stick of butter I use. But anyway, this is pretty much how you complete the seasoning of the pot. As I said, the peas are already seasoned already, so that has its flavor, but to add some more to it, drop it out of the pot. And this is something I saw someone do a few years ago. It was really cool. A little bit of sugar. You don't want it sweet, so you're not trying to make candy. A little bit of sugar and a little bit of oil. So a little bit, please don't pour too much. Yeah, that's good. Alright, as you guys can see, it's dried down a bit. What I normally do is check down here, see how much water is left back. There's still quite a bit of water, and also to feel the rice to see, you know, how tough it is. Alright, just felt that rice just now, and it is still tough. So I prefer that because it means that all I have to do now is just to pretty much steam it. Some persons will tell you, do not move the rice around, whatever the case is. Like, I've done it for so many years, it's never really affected the rice, but if you believe in that, then whatever, you know, do what works for you. But anyway, this is at the point now where I can leave it for a good old steam. So I'll try to not make the fire too hot underneath it because I don't want it to burn. I just want it to slowly steam at this point right now. So you can see there's quite a bit of fire there. I'll calm them down a little bit. Now this is the part where you make magic. Most persons will tell you, if you want to get it properly steamed, add a wet bag over it. The reason for the wet bag per se is you are trying to hold in as much steam as you can. Yeah, normally I don't use plastic bags because it might be a little bit unhealthy, I'm not so sure. But it's not like the plastic bag is melting anyway, it's just holding the steam. I normally use like a foil paper to do that. And worse with this lid here, it's not the right size lid, so most of the steam is releasing, so this is going to help out a lot. Alright, cool. Let's see what's going on for this. Okay. Let's see. Alright, you guys see that? That's pretty much the shelly consistency already. Everything is kind of separate, so a little bit on my hand real quick. Alright, let's see how this tastes. Alright, still a little bit firm. Just a little bit firm, so it's like 90% done. So as I said, I'm gonna add some of the brown rice water a little bit. And you could take a little bit of salt. I mean, the butter that I use is a salty butter. You could use a little bit of pink salt. Don't do this at home, guys, because yo, if it spills too much, you are screwed. Alright, I think that was enough. I'm sure this should be done now. It's been on there long enough. So that yellow thing was just a stick of butter, a piece of butter that I put in there. Yep. This is done. Definitely done. Alright guys, so that brings you to the end of another video. If you didn't see the rice and peas cooking part, or you didn't see the chicken part, I don't know where I'm putting this video at. It should be posting next, or it's posting after, whatever. It's gonna be there because I did 2 videos in one day. I'm about to leave the river right now. It was a vibe. If you want to see more videos like these, definitely drop some likes on it. Get this video to 1,000 likes. I'd appreciate it. And drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe you've done this style before, or maybe you have some improvements on it. I don't know. But anyway, guys, remember to see things, love, nature, adaptation, and always remember, keep the link.